What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode. As you can see, we're in the kitchen, and that means it is another meal prep video. So for this one, we are going to do 3 different recipes for our meal prep. It is going to be a pulled chicken recipe, and then we are going to make some protein-packed burritos. And then last but not least, we are going to attempt to make some hopefully good tasting homemade protein bars. So those are the 3 recipes that we will be doing today. We're going to get started with the pulled chicken first. Okay, so the pulled chicken that we are going to be doing, we're going to be doing it in the Instapot. You can also do it in just a slow cooker. Instapot, it's just going to take a lot less time. So all we're going to do is toss in all of our chicken. So in here we have 3 breasts, so 3 whole breasts, and then we're going to also throw in this whole pack of chicken thighs. So it gives it a nice balance of like your chicken breast, which is a lot leaner, and then the chicken thighs are a little bit higher in fat, but they also will just like add a little bit more moisture to it, instead of it being drying out too much. Okay, so we dumped our chicken into there, and then we are going to add a full jar of the salsa verde. That smells so good.
We did it with a mango salsa at one point too, and it was so good.
And then we're gonna add a ranch style, just a ranch dressing pouch, and then we just add that into there as well. And for this recipe, so I actually saw this, so I follow Chris Powell on Instagram, and this is like one of his go-tos, and we've made it quite a few times now, and it's always just so tasty. And again, with the with the pulled chicken, it's just like with the pulled pork, like it's so versatile, and it just makes for very quick, easy meals. So convenience is king. So we just mix that around a bit. Then I'm going to throw the lid on, hit manual, and then we're just going to put it to 15 minutes. That is it. Okay, so while meal number 1 is on the go in the Instapot, we're going to make the beef for the burritos. So it's just extra lean ground beef. We're going to do 2 packs of that. And then as well, usually we use just like a taco seasoning pouch for the meat, but we didn't get that. So we had to make it ourselves. So we'll add that into the seasoning, or into the beef as well. But all I'm going to do is just cook this up for now. Gross. Crank that heat. The beef is almost completely cooked now, so I'm going to just put in our seasoning. And we'll let this cook a little bit more. And then it's time to actually build the burritos. This has been like, for the burritos, I've been taking this on my lunch for the past 2 weeks straight, and I'm still not sick of it. It's so good. The beef is cooked. So in the burritos, what we use is just any tortilla. So we're going to use one of these massive tortillas. Cheese. Normally you use low fat, light cheese, but they didn't have any, so we just went with the double cheddar. So if you're not going light cheese, go double cheese. Then we also add some refried beans, which I don't know. We don't usually eat that, but in these burritos, it's the bomb. So that's awesome. And then we also have this just Ben's Bistro Express 2-minute rice. So it's just like a Mexican rice that we also put in there. So this is like a very high calorie burrito. But I also tend to skip breakfast a lot. So for me, I'm not worried about over consuming. I literally bring one of these with me for my lunch break, and it completely satiates me for the rest of my day. So um, each burrito, we calculated it with these ingredients specifically. You're looking at about 30 grams of protein per burrito, which is pretty awesome. Obviously, very high in carbs, high in fat, but still getting that nice source of protein. And as long as you don't eat 12 of them, you should be okay. But now that I've shown you what we're going to do, I'm actually going to pass it over to Stacy to build these burritos because we don't want this video to be an hour long of me just struggling to roll burritos and whatnot. So I will pass it over to Stacy and she will show you how she constructs the burrito.
Okay, so that I don't have a stroke watching Ethan try to assemble and fold burritos, I'm gonna do it. So once all your ingredients are cooked, we do 10 burritos at a time. That's just kind of how many we go through in a week. Ethan takes one a day, Monday through Friday. I sometimes will eat one instead of having breakfast, or I'll have one for lunch. Logan also really likes the burritos. So far we haven't wasted any burritos, which is really nice. We just store them in the fridge. I'm sure you could also throw them in the freezer and just thaw them as you need them in the microwave. So that's always an added bonus. I always start with the refried beans just because they're much easier to like spread on the tortilla if there's nothing else in the way. And I think just having it on the outside kind of holds everything in place better. Maybe it doesn't, but this is how we've been doing it for the last few weeks.
Come on.
And it's been working really well. So, but yeah, Ethan mentioned we don't usually eat these types of things, but they've just really been hitting the spot in these burritos.
Yeah, the refried beans is a weird thing that we eat.
Out of the ordinary for us, for sure.
You're gonna break the tortilla, man.
And then next thing I'm going to add is the Uncle Ben's Mexican style rice. So when you buy this pack, it's like all clumped in one big solid mass. I break it up. I don't microwave it or anything before I throw it in the tortillas because we're actually going to fry the tortillas or the burritos on both sides just to kind of hold them shut a little bit better so that they hold their shape throughout the week in the fridge. Okay, so beans, rice are done. All I'm gonna do now is add a little bit of cheese. I mean, that's not really a little bit of cheese, but because we don't have the low-fat cheese today, I'll be a little bit lighter. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna add is the ground beef. So if you haven't guessed it, I really just eyeball the ground beef as well. This is really where the majority of your protein is coming from. So if you want to fill your taco with good protein, make sure you have enough room for a decent amount of ground beef. Okay, it doesn't have to be pretty. We're going to fold them up and kind of compress everything that's in there. You can also add salsa, but if you're doing them for meal prep, I recommend just dunking them in salsa or adding salsa later. So we found that not adding salsa directly in the burritos stops it from being just Sog City when you're trying to eat them. So the last step, and probably the hardest part about making these burritos, if I'm being honest, is folding them up. So what I'm going to do is I actually just melt a little bit of butter or margarine on like medium heat on the stove. And then I'm going to wrap the burritos, and I'm just going to use the margarine in the bottom of the pan to kind of seal it shut before I line them up in a Tupperware. We're wrapping the burritos and we're going to seal them shut in the pan. So just take your burrito, kind of try to get everything in the middle, fold the sides over, and then you're going to bring the bottom over. And what I like to do is just kind of pull everything back and just kind of tuck the ends in so that we can have that nice closed roll. I used to put a little bit of cheese in here to kind of use it as like glue to hold it together. And then I decided not to do it one day, and it didn't make any difference whatsoever. So we've just kind of stopped using that extra cheese.
Yeah, I find the like even when I reheat them in the microwave, like they don't crumble apart. And
No, they hold up pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have meal prep that you can make, 10 meals in less time than it took to make these burritos, I'd love to know what it is. So we're just going to let that heat up a little bit. I'm going to turn them over onto the other side. And I don't heat them all the way through because we're not eating them right now anyways. It's really just to kind of sear the ends, like the open parts up, so that they don't open up in the fridge.
All right. Ready?
Yeah. Did I give you a good enough lesson?
No. Why does this one seem so empty?
Honestly, these tortillas are so inconsistent in size.
Like,
but
look how empty that is.
It is. It does look empty, but it's fine.
It's like a kid burrito. Uh-oh. It's so tiny.
That could be Logan's.
Yeah.
It's not that terrible, to be honest.
That's a baby burrito.
Okay. This one you might want to go sideways.
This one?
Yeah.
It seems unnecessary.
Look at you.
I might be better than you.
You did a pretty good job. I don't know if I'd say better, but
yeah, I think so. It's not a competition, but I won for sure.
I think once you're okay with, or you're no longer afraid of tearing them or breaking them, that's when it just becomes a lot easier.
I'm never scared of that. I just didn't think it would be this easy.
Okay, so all I'm going to do is flip these over once they're kind of golden, just like that. Let the other side get about that golden. I'm actually going to turn the heat off just because I find it will burn the next round if I don't let it take a break. Look at you. You did it. Proud of you.
I just made 10 times faster than you made 4.
Okay. Fine. I'm out of a job, so be it.
Okay, so we made the burritos. The chicken we had to put back in because it wasn't done in the 15 minutes. So we're keeping it in there for an extra, 5-10 minutes?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So while we're waiting for that to be done, we're going to do our protein bars. So this is the first time we've ever done this. We found a recipe that we liked. So we are going to test this out. But we are starting with 1 cup of oats. And we put it into a blender cup because we are going to blend these until it's like a nice oat flour. Okay, so we got our oat flour. Just dump it in here.
Yep. Now add to that bowl 1/3 cup of vanilla protein powder and 1/2 cup of Rice Krispie cereal.
Okay, we got our vanilla protein powder. Oh, the vanilla smells so good. Okay. 1/2 cup of Rice Krispies.
Mm-hmm. We're going seasonal with these ones.
Yeah. Next week is Easter, so why not? Right. Now what? Mix it.
Yep. Now in the small pot, peanut butter, honey, and coconut oil.
Is it 3/4 cup of this peanut butter?
1/4 cup.
1/4 cup?
Yep.
Of peanut butter?
Oh, sorry. 3/4 cup peanut butter, 1/4 cup honey. Can I tell you a trick?
No. I know tricks.
Okay.
They're for kids.
If
What am I using?
3/4 cup. That's your trick. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Watch.
It's if you put hot water in the bottom first, it will literally just slide right out of your measuring cup. That's pretty good. I would say that's okay. You win. But have fun getting it out.
Wow,
My trick would have helped you get it out. Use your spatula.
I got peanut butter everywhere.
She'll listen to your wife.
No. Oh my god, this is like my worst nightmare.
Okay, so after that debacle.
Okay, so after the easy peanut butter. So we're going to try the other method now.
Super hot water.
It's super hot. It's steaming right now.
Yeah, rinse your measuring cup with steaming hot water before you put anything sticky like peanut butter or honey. And then and then when
it was a 1/4 cup for the honey. It's not gonna work. Where'd you learn that one? TikTok? Sometimes you gotta make your own life hacks, man. Okay, ready? Look at that. It's still stuck, bruh. Oh shit. Look what you did.
That's good.
Okay, honey is a go. Now what?
2
tablespoons of coconut oil?
Yes.
You'd swear I'd made this before.
You would. It's because of your photographic memory. I can't. You looked at the recipe once and you memorized it.
I did. I looked it over just before this. Oh my god. I freaking hate this. People who cook, people who bake for fun. Mm-mm. Serial killers. Oh my god. I even like coconut. Okay, now we put this on some low heat. Let it melt.
Mm-hmm.
And we drizzle it in there.
Yep. Actually, once that's all kind of melted and stirred together, we're going to add the vanilla extract, stir it some more, and then you're going to pour it into the dry ingredients.
I forgot that we had vanilla extract.
I just wanted to help.
Well, it's super hot right now, Connor, but we're going to be making some protein bars.
Are you going to taste test one?
Are you going to help me taste test them?
Stand with Mommy for now, okay?
Why do you need cereal?
Because we're putting it in our protein bars. Look. We got Rice Krispies in there.
But I like eating Rice Krispies.
Well, you're going to eat them in the protein bar, right?
I like them in cereal. I like them in milk.
Well, you can dunk your protein bar in milk. Does that sound good?
Are you making milk?
No, I'm not making milk.
Do we dunk it in milk?
I think you can add the vanilla now.
There's still big chunks of coconut in there.
Wow, that's the last thing to...
But I was coming up to watch.
You were coming up to watch what? Me?
Coming up to learn how to bake from the best.
Mm-hmm. True. Okay. All right. Teaspoon of vanilla.
What did you say?
Your mom will be so proud of you.
That was a pretty good pour. Oh my god. Why was that so weird? It just felt like it wasn't like
latching
on, yeah. Oh, peanut butter.
Oh, it smells so good right now.
Yeah, because the coconut in there. I
think
swear
it's
you get
the
that.
vanilla.
Well, there's a vanilla, but like you just get those hints of coconut. So good. So good. Okay. On to the next step. We let this cool at all, or?
No, it shouldn't be too hot. Pour it in. Stir it all together.
Watch out, Con.
Connor, back up, please. It's good.
It's peanut butter and honey.
It seriously smells so good.
Do I use this to stir it? Oh, yeah. Like, there's no way these aren't going to be good.
Yeah.
It's going to be better than those Kirkland protein bars.
Oh my god, those are terrible. We've got to stop buying those.
We hadn't in a long time, and I was like, I want some protein bars. And these are cheap, and we get a lot of them. And they're not...
Yeah, they're cheap for a reason.
Yeah.
Those look really watery to me.
Yeah, but it's gonna solidify once it's in the when it's cooled. No.
Okay.
No.
I don't know.
I dump this in there.
Yep.
What?
I would get
A honey bite.
like, I would like the honey, but I would just be watching me eat it.
That crazy Penny. Okay.
Logan would come up. He's like, what's it eating? And like, protein bar. I'm gonna sit at the couch watching TV. And like, what's it eating? Protein bar. Runs back downstairs.
What? Connor, you're hilarious.
Oh, we're back.
There's a worm back there?
No.
Oh.
It's warm.
Oh. Oh, God. How big is this pan? 9 by 9 or something?
Maybe.
Oh, my God. It's supposed to be an 8 by 8.
I think that is 8 by 8.
Better be. Okay. And then we put it in the freezer or the fridge?
The fridge.
All right. So we have 4 tablespoons of chocolate chips in the pan that we're going to melt down. Oh, they're sticking. Oh, gross. And then while we're melting these down, we just threw the baking sheet into the fridge so that that cools and thickens a little bit more. And then we're going to drizzle this.
It says you can add coconut oil to the chocolate chips if it's not getting liquidy enough.
We should do that.
Use
How much?
that white.
What was it?
Right
A
there,
half a
tablespoon.
half a tablespoon?
Or a teaspoon.
Right. Add a little bit of coconut oil in there. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Fixed it right up.
Much better? Nope.
It's the same. I don't think I put enough. But that's okay. It's looking better.
Mm-hmm,
it's
it
looking
is.
better. Okay. We're there. Okay. Let's get our drizzle on. Look at that.
I didn't hear what you just said.
So let's get our drizzle on. All right. Here you go, Connor.
You want to lick the spoon?
It's all chocolate, baby. Hurry, lick
Go,
it.
go sit at the table.
Sit at the table and lick that.
But hurry.
Spatuli. Okay, so now we're going to take our amazing protein bars. We're going to throw them back in the fridge for 25 minutes. We're going to chop them up, and then I'm going to eat them all. All right, so the chicken is done. So we shredded it all up. Now we're just going to scoop it into the container. And for this chicken, so typically, like I can tell you right now, most likely I'm going to make like pulled chicken quesadillas with like a majority of it. But also it's extremely good on like just like a bed of rice. You can make like a chicken sandwich with it.
A wrap.
Yeah.
Put it on salad if you're into that gross kind of stuff.
So it's very versatile, super easy. My hand's on fire. And it made a ton. I think we made too much.
Bam.
Done. Burritos are done. All right. So it's been a while. I got impatient. I ended up throwing it in the freezer instead of the fridge. But the bars look like they are done. So we're going to chop these up. So it makes 9 bars. Or squares, I guess. It can be squares.
I guess.
Yeah. Squares.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense.
So we're going to chop one of these up, and then we're going to do a family taste test here. All right, so we got the whole crew here for a taste test of these protein bars. So everybody grab your piece. I know Brooke and Logan want the 2 chocolatey. Okay. Connor, you get the chocolate piece. I'm going to take this piece. Okay, on the count of 3. Ready? 1. Connor already ate it. 2, 3. Again? Oh. The Rice Krispies are actually like,
Like your fingers.
Is this healthy?
yeah.
Sort of. There's protein in it.
Got a good dose of protein. Got some chocolate chips. Holy. Super soft. Nice and crispy from the Rice Krispies. Very peanut buttery. No, you're not eating all my protein bars. But what would you give that out of 10? 10? 10? Connor? What number would you give those out of 10? 4. Okay. Thumbs up and a 4. I give it a 10 out of 10. Those are so good.
Like
Those are like a treat. Like those are like a chocolate bar. Goodness right there.
so good.
All right, so this is the end of the meal prep. So we made our pulled chicken. We got all of our burritos. I ate one while we were waiting because that's who I am. And then we had our protein bars, which the kids loved. And I'm guessing those are not going to last very long because they already asked for extras. So it is what it is. But this was our simple meal prep. So hopefully you enjoy this. If you did, make sure to give it a like. Comment down below if you want to see other recipes or if you have any ideas for our next video. And until next time, peace.